Hey there, guys. Undertale has been defeated. We triumphed over the... I don't know what to call it other than awesome game, but we still triumphed over it, and that is the point, and that is what we're proud about, and that is what we're celebrating here tonight. So, obviously the question is, what happens then? And I always like to do these videos every couple of games beat, because I do have a little bit of an unusual update schedule. For those that don't know, the update schedule works as a system of separate queues. We have the flagship queue, which is primarily a queue used in order to beat game series that I really appreciate and love. Series that I've decided to play every single game in. Generally speaking, these are the Tales series, the Persona series, and the Xenoblade series. Technically, Danganronpa would also go in there, but if for some reason there was a Danganronpa game I need to play, I would definitely put it in the next queue, which is the Mystery Queue. The Mystery Queue is exactly what it sounds like. It's a queue where different types of mystery games go in. Danganronpa is what I've been playing exclusively in that queue here lately. Obviously, when I start playing the next series, which will be 999, that will go in that one. Phoenix Wright will eventually be in the Mystery Queue, and it's just a queue meant to explore different types of mystery games that I really love and appreciate. And then lastly, there's the Personal Queue, the queue that I play what I want in. Personal queue is the other two, for a very large part, are chosen by you guys, or at least suggested by you guys. Obviously, Persona was a series I started, but then you guys suggested Tales, you guys suggested Xenoblade, you guys suggested everything in the mystery queue. But the personal queue is sometimes I just want to play a game for me. I want to play it for myself. It's a game I'm interested in, and darn it, I should get a say in my own damn channel. So that's what the personal queue is for. Normally, at this point, the personal queue would result in us no longer playing Undertale, and instead moving over to the currently inactive queue, which is the mystery queue. However, that's not going to happen. The reason it's not going to happen is because the release game right now is Danganronpa V3. The release queue is a queue that I use to play a game I'm interested in that just recently came out. It's a queue for release. It doesn't really have... Queue's probably a wrong word for it because it doesn't really have a series of games lined up, because I never know how long a game's going to take me to beat, so I can't really plan on playing another game at release afterwards because I don't know what's going to be available when I finish it. It's impossible. But because I'm playing Danganronpa V3 in the release queue, I do not want to be mean enough to my brain to have another deep mystery game happening at the same time. That will be terrible. And so, for right now, it's a little bit unusual. What's going to happen is we're just going to move straight into the next game of the personal queue, which is Lunar, Silver Star Story Complete. This has been a game that's been a long time coming. Freaking 3 years ago or something, I put up a vote of what game I should play over on Twitch, back when Twitch was a thing. I mean, it's funny, I'm doing Twitch again now, but back then I was doing a lot of RPGs on Twitch, and people just really voted the hell out of it. It ended up being the third biggest game that was voted. And so I've already played the previous two, which were Star Ocean 3 and Ni no Kuni. But we're finally getting to Lunar. As I said before, normally whenever I beat a game on stream, or whenever I beat a game in one of the queues, we suspend the queue in question for a little bit, and then reactivate the queue that is currently suspended. Because as you guys know, other than Danganronpa, I'm currently alternating between Undertale and Tales. So then I would alternate between Tales and 999, but as I said, I just don't think it would be very good for me to play two super intricate and involved mystery games at the same time. My brain might explode. So for right now, mystery is going to stay suspended up until the point where we finish Danganronpa V3. Lastly, let's talk about the stream for a second. On the stream, we are playing Trails in the Sky the Third, Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky the Third. And it's going pretty well, but the stream is going to go through a little bit of a change here in a second. I've talked about this a little bit, but I'm playing a hell of a lot of RPGs. As you can see from here, I'm generally playing 3 RPGs at a time on the YouTube channel. So to put another 12 hours a week, because I usually do 3-4 hour streams, is just exhausting. And I'm starting to get a little bit of RPG burnout. In fact, I've been having a little bit of RPG burnout for a while now, and I just need to play different games. So the stream is going to start transitioning. I'm not going to say we're never going to play RPGs over there again. I still very much want to play The Witcher. I would like to play the other Trails games, but we're at least going to mix it up, and we're probably only going to play a deep RPG game maybe once out of every 5 games or something. Otherwise, we're going to play a lot of, they're still RPGs, but they're more open world RPGs that are a little bit easier to someone to pop in and get immediately involved. They don't have the big intrinsic deep storyline where you're walking in, you're like, well, who's that guy? Why are you here? Where are you now? What's that? It shouldn't be something that is so plot involved that someone just casually walking in the middle of the game, it has no context of what's going on. Think of something like The Witcher, where, okay, well, you're a white-haired guy and you hunt monsters. Yeah, there's more going on in The Witcher than that. Presumably, I haven't played it, but there's more going on, but it's not inaccessible. Also, the, Metro games have been suggested a lot. The Yakuza games have been suggested a lot. I may play completely other types of games. Here's the Storm, Street Fighter V. Things that don't even have a plot, but I just enjoy. May end up playing, just about anything. There's nothing off the table. I've even been thinking about playing Gwent or Shadowverse. It's any type of game that's out there, I will consider. But for the most part, the big thing I want to say is I'm kind of getting away from deep plot RPGs, at least over on Twitch, because they're just not good for Twitch. People can't just walk in the middle of a stream and enjoy themselves. And they feel guilty wanting me to stop playing to completely catch them up on the plot. And if you guys can't talk to me about the game I'm playing, then what's the point of me playing it live? There's not one, is the answer to that. So that's something you can expect coming from the stream. In the comments below, please let me know any stream games that aren't deep, crunchy RPGs that you think I might need to look at, and I will absolutely look at them. I've also, Dishonored 2, Tomb Raider Rising, or Revengeance, or whatever the hell it's called. I should have prepped this, I didn't. The last thing. Let's go ahead and take a look at what else is currently listed out on the queues, because there's a lot of games coming. Again, just so we're clear, up until the point V3 is beat, we will not move on to 999. So when Fantasia is defeated, we will move on to whatever is next on the release queue. And that game is going to be, drum roll please,